So to kick things off today, have you ever wanted to paint a design or a pattern, but you weren't quite sure how to make it work? Or maybe you've tried it and it has ended in a disaster. In this week's Style File by the Brand, we're turning to the expert. Eric Bartlett is the owner of the brand in Odessa, and you're going to show us how to make this chevron pattern. I have to admit, I wanted to learn this.
Well, I'll teach you.
Okay.
I'll teach you. I've got this set out here. You're going to take your surface and divide it into quadrants is what you need to do. So you take you measure the full width here and then divide it in two. So you've got these two quadrants, right? So then you take those two and divide those into two. So you're marking you're marking your lines using your ruler, and I use this marker so it shows on TV, but you really need to use a pencil because you're going to need to either paint over or erase.
Okay, so this is just for visual. Use a pencil when you're actually marking.
Right. So you draw all your quadrants, and you got this all done.
Okay.
This is where you start to make your chevron. Now you need to look at them as columns. And you go and take, in this first column, you go all the way down.
Okay.
Like this, from top to bottom, diagonally.
Okay.
Like so.
Again, using a pencil.
Using a pencil.
And that seems easy enough. So far, I think I can do this.
So then on this side, in this next column,
you're going to do diagonal the other direction.
Do it the other way.
Okay.
Because you're basically giving yourself your guidelines for your chevron.
And like you said, precision is probably pretty important depending on the project. So if you're going to do a wall, super important. For some of the things that you do at the store, at the brand, you can kind of distress it, and so it's not.
You want to be precise with the way the chevron looks as far as the shape of it.
Okay.
But as far as here, you're gonna alternate back, going down, and then back up.
Okay.
So that'll draw that out. That's when we get here.
Okay, so this is where you tape it off.
Right, and I use this, it's blue lock or Scotch blue lock tape. Now, it doesn't really matter to me about it being, like you were just saying, crisp lines or whatever, because I'm going to distress it, so if it kind of bleeds a little bit, I can distress that out.
Okay.
But this is still a good tape to use if you need crisp lines.
Okay.
So once I come and put my tape in here.
You're going to follow the lines that you just made,
right.
Okay?
You're going to have some tape that goes over the lines, so I just take a little...
This is such a great tip, because I can see me trying to use my nails.
Right,
Don't
so
do
I
that.
just take and cut it all off there, and just make a crisp, because that's something that you do want, is you want
that's great. Okay.
You want that to... And you can use a ruler, if you need to keep from messing your tape up.
Okay.
But anyway, you just clean all that up, and then that's when you just come in and paint it. So you've got this that I've already taped, painted, and everything, and you're ready. You do the same thing here.
Now, like you said, this is going to look black and white.
Right.
But if you wanted it to be black and purple or black and red, you would have just painted the whole base
what I
your
do
color.
is I paint a base coat. If I want the two colors, I decide which color I want on the bottom. So if I wanted to do black and purple, then I would do the whole thing in this black.
Okay.
And then you go and you make your quadrants and draw your lines, so that you're not having to go back and you tape this off, paint it black, and then tape this off and paint it purple.
That makes perfect sense.
When you remove the tape, you're done, basically.
Okay.
So say this is just the white and black, and we're done. So we
I love this part, the big reveal.
We take our tape off.
Oh, that's so cool. Can I pull this one off too?
Sure, pull it off.
I love peeling the tape off. This is the best part. It might be the hardest part too, though.
Sometimes it's the scariest part.
Because
when you messed up or something.
So when our lines smear, I've tried painting products before and mine aren't this clear. What did I do wrong?
Well, most of the time it's the tape. If you're painting on a wall most of the time has texture on it, so it's really, you have to use the right tape for it, because it's going to bleed.
Okay.
Under that texture.
I mean, how many of us don't love chevron right now? It is by far the hottest thing, and this is the way you do it.
This is it.
Okay, if you fall into my category and you think you're going to do this, give it a try. We're going to try this summer with my children, but I always know I can go to Eric too when I can't quite get it figured out. This is so cool. Thank you so much. If you have questions, swing by and talk to Eric at the brand. He will help you out. I love this. Thank you.
Thank you.